All right, we're on. First of all, I want to say good evening and welcome to a very special night of Texas barbecue and our premiere podcast of Beyond the Smoke Barbecue Talk. I'm your host, Serge Gracida, with last roundup barbecue out of the oilfield lands in Odessa, Texas. And on tonight's show, I'm going to introduce y'all to some of my barbecue crew, a talented group of guys from across West Texas region making waves in the barbecue scene, as well as an adopted Texan cooking out of southeastern New Mexico. We're a diverse group of guys brought together by our passion for everything barbecue. You're here on a good night. This is our first episode and of hopefully many more to come. I want to welcome you to our journey into the world of barbecue.
Well, howdy, folks. It's time for Beyond the Smoke Barbecue Talk. So grab your drink of choice and come gather around the fire as we talk all things Beyond the Smoke. Featuring pitmaster chats from all your favorite names in barbecue. We chat about competitions, pits, meats, and everything in between. From barbecue to grilling, from trimming to smoking, we got you covered. Got questions? Let us know. We're always happy to hear from you. Thanks for coming, friend. We're glad you're here. Now sit back, relax, and let's talk some barbecue. It's time to go Beyond the Smoke.
All right, guys. Hope y'all like that. Something we came up with a while back. It's this is new to us, so give us a break. I mean, we're something we've been wanting to do for a while. I'm going to introduce y'all to some of my friends that I've gotten to know through barbecue, and we see a lot of stuff, online, YouTube, or whatever, and talk at competitions and just went kind of around. But this group of guys that we've been on this group text with, we talk it all the time. I mean, we're always talking crap, but we all have each other's backs when it comes to this. And any questions we ever had, we always talked about it. And just a lot of people, different opinions when it comes to barbecue and what we're doing. Anytime they have questions, we go on there, we talk, and it's just kind of an escape from everything, and just have somebody to come in. But one day I had a dream. I literally had a dream that we had a podcast because we're, like I said, we're always talking about barbecue and just everything about, you know, this, and talked to the guys about it one day, and they said, yeah, let's do it. So we've been working on this for about a month now, and hopefully y'all enjoy it. So I'm just gonna get into it. First guy I'm gonna bring on is I consider one of my barbecue homies. I mean, I met him a while back, and ever since then, it's my brother from another mother. I mean, his name is Kyle Hernandez. He's out of Midland, Texas, and he's a really cool guy, and I think y'all enjoy to hear him. He's with That Oil Money Barbecue. Uh, he likes to compete. He competes everywhere he goes. He cooks barbecue every weekend, and he's a great source of knowledge when it comes to barbecue. So I'll bring him now. Let's bring him in. And there he is.
What's up, man?
This is Kyle Hernandez. That old money barbecue out of Midland, Texas. How's it going, man?
It's good. It's good.
Good. What are you thinking about this so far?
Man, to be honest, as our first show, I'm a little nervous about it, right? Make sure I don't say something crazy or, you know what I mean, or stumble too much, right? So just going to roll with it and see how it goes.
Hey, that's all we can do. We've been talking about this for the past couple of weeks, and it's here. So
oh yeah, man, there's been a lot of nerves and emotions going up and stuff right there about getting on our first show, but man, I think we just get in here, we have a good time, we share some of the conversations that we have, on the text board and stuff, and I think people will enjoy it too and get a kick out of some of the crap talking that we do.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we do. And first of all, show me that shirt you got on.
Oh yeah,
there you go.
See it?
There you go. So Kyle's gonna be my co-host. We're all gonna be co-hosts, but hopefully Kyle can keep on. He's out of Midland. I'm out of Odessa, so we're pretty close, and we're always just talking and stuff like that. So it's cool, man. It's cool.
Yeah. Oil country, buddy. Oil country.
Yeah. We're both in the oil field and kind of around the same stuff. So that's cool. So tell me a little bit about that oil field money.
Oh man, we we just like to compete, man. We cook at the house pretty much. Either if we ain't out of the competition, we're probably cooking something in the backyard, right? We like to go out and compete, man. Some of the best people I've met since I've been back down south is been in the competition world, right? A lot of people, great people, a lot of people willing to help, a lot of people willing to share some ideas, or you can bounce ideas off of them, man. It's just yeah. That's us. Born and raised in Central Texas. Now we live in West Texas. We've been competing for a little over a year, I think, or right around a year. We've been doing pretty good here lately. We don't cook a lot. We try to cook as much as we can. It gets a little tough sometimes. My son likes to play basketball, right? Competitive basketball. So in the wintertime, we'll slow down quite a bit because we'll be chasing that stuff all over the state. But yeah, that's me.
Good. And you like to cook any sanctioning body, a lot of sanctioning bodies, right? You cook pretty much wherever you can go.
Anybody who will allow us in there to cook, we'll go cook it. We're gonna try out some KCBS this year. It'll be our first time. We're gonna do the Red Raider and that Danny Dietz, and then I think we would have done most of the sanctioning bodies, or at least the big ones here in Texas, right, or around the surrounding areas.
Yeah, and I know you like to travel around and get out there, so that's.
I don't
awesome.
know. I don't know. I like to travel around, but just not as many cooks as around this area, right? Cook-offs in this area that a lot of big ones, farther south or over close to Dallas or something. So we spend a lot of time in getting windshield time, right?
Yeah, and I think that's a big issue when it comes to the West Texas barbecue scene, is we don't have very many competitions. Would like to bring them over here. I mean, maybe you never know. This show might bring some attention to the area, but there's some awesome cooks out here. Yeah, like
Yeah.
as you know, I mean,
Yeah.
there's some fierce competitors when it comes to competition barbecue in the West Texas area.
Yeah,
From all over
some
the
of these
place.
people, some of these people that are going to be on here. I mean, we compete with a lot, right? We throw blows with these guys, just trying to keep up with them, right? They're good cooks. I think the 5 of us are great cooks. Too bad Tyler couldn't be on. Wishing the best for him and his family tonight, but I mean, great cooks that are going to be on the show.
Right. Yeah. Well, anything else before we go on to the next one, or you want to just bring them on?
Let's do it.
So the next one is Sam Demerit. He's another one. He's one you got to watch out for. He's very passionate about barbecue, man, and the fellowship, that it brings. When Sam came on, he's just like another brother. When he came on to the, to our little group. And he's coming out of Hell Center, Texas, wherever the hell that's at, Sam. I don't know where that's at, but it's north of Lubbock. Let's just say that. So he's, Two Sauce Birdies out of Hell Center, Texas. Let's bring him on. There he is.
The man, the myth, the legend.
There he is. The baby face of barbecue. There he is.
So I gotta keep the beard.
That's barbecue sexiness right there, dude. How's it going, Sam?
It's good. How y'all doing?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. I'm gonna start off with the question that I had for Kyle. What do you think about this whole podcast thing coming in? Doing it Beyond the Smoke.
Man, I'm excited. It's something that I shared with y'all. I told y'all, it's something I wanted to do, but I never would have done it. So I'm glad that you stepped up, brought the idea out, and I'm excited to be part of the journey.
Cool, man. Cool. Tell us a little bit about Two Sauce Birdies.
Oh man, it's me and my buddy Heath. We both, weekends cooking it up in the backyard, and he introduced me to Tyler, and man, we went to our first contest. I guess it was ABC Rodeo in Levelland in 2022. Went and hung out with Tyler, just kind of rode his coattails, and then May of 2023, there was a contest there in Plainview, the Mark Marley, and ever since then we've been hooked. We've just been cooking ever since. Yeah.
You like to travel too, man. You're kind of all over the place too. Whenever you can get around, can you?
Yep, I try. Kind of like you said, there's some good contests around us, but they all kind of bunch up, and there might be a month or 2 month span where they're all within 100 miles, and then after that there might not be anything close for 3-4 months. So you got to pack your bags and go.
Yeah, but you're always cooking too. You're always out there. You're always sending us what you're doing, and you're into the you're starting to get your catering going.
Trying to do a little bit on the side, and man, honestly, just any reason to fire up the grill or a barrel.
Yeah. What are you cooking on?
I'm straight drums and a Weber kettle.
Nice.
I got an offset that I'll use at the house, or not an offset, a camp chef that I'll use at the house. If I'm feeling a little lazy, don't want to light a barrel, just flip a switch and let's go.
There you go, man. Yeah, I'm the same way. I got a little arsenal going myself. Like to cook on everything else. You know what I mean? Just every once in a while, you light up the offset. You go from the offset to quick pellet. You want to burn something real quick. Drums, and now I'm working with that new Lone Star Grills large insulated vertical smoker, and that thing's a beast, man. That thing's pretty awesome. So
when Sam gets a little older, he's gonna learn how to cook on offset, right, Sam?
When my pockets get a little deeper.
That's when you gotta get that oil money.
That's it.
Shoot.
Gotta start hitting them winning chickens.
Yeah. We call Kyle the chicken whisperer over there, man. You got to watch out with him at a competition because he'll come up and he'll bite you on the ass with a first place chicken. And
it's happened a couple times.
Yeah, most of the time it's followed by a first place rib.
There you go. There you go. Oh, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. Um, so anything else you want to bring up before we talking to the next one?
Nah, man, I'm ready. Let's get him in.
All right, this is our adopted Texan out of cooking out of Hobbs, New Mexico. Man, he's been cooking for a while. I'll bring him in. Nina Q Barbecue and Mr. Anthony Montez. We'll bring him in right now.
What's up, everybody? How's it
What's
going,
up,
guys?
Anthony?
What's going
How's
on,
it going,
man?
dude?
Another day in the field, fellas.
Yeah,
Another
there's
day,
another
man.
one. There's another one. You three oil field guys, and I don't know what the hell Sam does, but he looks good doing it.
Something with chicken seed or something. I don't know.
There you go. That's it.
Yeah. How's it
Oh
going,
man,
Anthony?
it's going all right, man. Happy to be here, guys. It's one of those things where you get the nerves in the beginning, but I feel like it's as it goes along, it gets a little easier. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah,
So
dude. It's our first show, man. It's our first show. We've been talking about it for a while. I know you keep busy out there, and we appreciate you being on, dude, and we'd like to have you on. So
oh man, I'm excited to be here, man. Shit, it's long overdue if you ask me, man. So
yeah,
yeah.
we don't have anything like this over here on the West Texas, New Mexico side. You know what I mean? As far as this, you hear a lot of other shows, and you know we're kind of barbecue guys behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? We're not, we're passionate about it, and we do what we do. I know y'all see my photos. I know I met Anthony at my first competition in Odessa.
Yeah, I
Um,
remember.
uh, yeah, we're pretty much neck and neck for the whole thing, and I'm like, who the hell is this dude? And I think you reserved that one, didn't you? I think you reserved Odessa that time.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was over there. Yeah, I think. Yeah, Tommy got Grand, and I reserved that one. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, Tommy Smith is
Bent
Bentnail
Now,
Bentnail
Vietnam.
Barbecue.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's a legend when it comes to West Texas barbecue. He's all over the place, and you got to watch out for him for sure.
I get
that
nervous
dude's
whenever I
consistent.
see his. Yeah, I get
Yeah,
nervous when I see him show up.
yeah. Team
Yeah,
Texas Gold Dust
freaking.
in the flesh.
Yep.
Every time you see
Yeah,
Tommy pull up,
yeah.
man, you gotta
You're like,
make sure you're
damn.
on your game. Yeah, you gotta make sure you're on your game for sure. But yeah, that's where I met I met Tyler there too. So Tyler was at that one, and
That's right.
that's how long I had known Tyler, just as long as I've known you. And that was
hmm
20 shit. When was that? I don't even remember. I honestly don't remember.
Wasn't too far back, bro, but it was
Yeah,
it was a little ways. Yeah.
yeah, that was an
hmm
IBCA competition
Oh
that we
yeah.
have. Tell us a little about Nino Q, Anthony.
Well, bro, been cooking since 2014 competitively, right, with my brother out of Carlsbad. I started cooking with him on his cook-off team, and kind of just got the bug from there, man. I was like, I mean, every weekend we wanted to do something like this. But after that, I kind of broke off and did my own thing, and ended up when I met my wife, her her actual name growing up, like her nickname was Nana. So we just went ahead and decided to call it Nana Q Barbecue. So ever since
So
then, 2018, we've been competing off and on whenever we could, man. Especially whatever's close by in our area, which there's not very many cooks. But
right, right,
where there are, you just jump all over them. So um, crazy thing about it is, man, when we started out cooking, our first comp was a KCBS, man, and it was in Artesia, and it was man, it was a really stacked field of cooks, and didn't even know they had a backyard division, man. We went straight in head first, and we actually walked, man. That was pretty cool, but we smoked the hell out of everybody, bro. I mean, we ended up with right away mesquite. We didn't know no better. We're just stuffing in that firebox. And yeah, we're just smoking all the competitors out, man. A thick white smoke, all smiling and grinning like all stupid. It was a good time, man. It was a good time. But that's how that's how we got broken into the comp world. And after that, like I said, with my wife and stuff, we pretty much at that time switched to drum smokers. They were just a little more convenient,
right.
instead of having to haul around those offsets. So from then on, man, we just kind of like try to hit whatever comp we could, and then trying to bust that learning curve as you do, man. When you get into competition barbecue, it's
Right.
like, I mean, you put in your own hard-earned money, and I guess you expected results to happen right off the bat, and it doesn't always play out like that, man. I mean, it really does help to actually get to learn from some of the best guys out there, and trim that learning curve to get to where you want to be. So
Right.
that really did help us come along as a team in the long run, a long way. Taking classes from the likes of like Aaron Leslie for that instance, man. I mean, some of those guys out there that do this, full time, man. I don't know how they do it, man. I mean, I work a job and I try to do as many comps as I can, but man, doing it full time, that'd be the dream, man. But right, I couldn't imagine it doing it though.
For sure.
Couldn't do
For
it
sure.
every weekend.
So
But I love it,
2014.
man.
So 2014, you started cooking
Yeah,
competition.
yeah. And then I broke off, I believe, in 2017 is when I started trying to do my own thing, man. So yeah, it was something else, man. And learning how to cook in different regions, man. Learning that the hard way, because we were always brought up in New Mexico. It's spice over sweet,
Yeah, just
And
put some green chilies on it, and you'll be good.
bro, I mean, some Tabasco. What do we got to do? Some hatch green chili or something.
Throw it on the
But I
brisket.
mean, man, I mean, we've done that in the past, actually, in place with ribs over here with hatch green chili, but
Yeah.
like in our wrap, yeah.
Awesome.
So we went to what was it? Fire? I guess it was Fire Lake. It was we went and did one up in Oklahoma, a
Okay.
KCBS comp. Man, we came in dead last in that because I mean everything up there was sweet. They wanted sweetness, and all we were bringing was the heat, man. So yeah, you just kind of learn from that.
So back then, you said you're doing a lot of KCBS. Is that just around the New Mexico area, or were you just traveling all
Yeah,
over the
yeah,
place?
pretty much. As far as we went was Shawnee, Oklahoma for that KCBS event, and then the other one we would go to a lot was, I guess, what was it, Cedar Fest or whatever it is, in Cedar Creek, or up that part over there by Austin, Texas.
Nice,
And
nice.
we did that a couple of times, and the Red Raider, of course. Yeah.
So you're hitting the road pretty often too. I mean, every time you get a chance, you're pretty much out there.
Man, I try, man, but with work and life and kids, I mean, you just try and do the best you can, man. But that'd be the ultimate dream, man. Do it every
Yeah,
weekend. Oh yeah, yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
yeah, for sure, for sure.
Man, I feel like an asshole now because I think I've been pronouncing your team name wrong the whole damn
Yeah,
time.
so I the whole time. The Nenekee barbecue.
Nah, you
Nanaki.
wouldn't be nah, bro. Yeah, it's Nana Q barbecue. I mean, there's been plenty of times I go to comps and they're like Nina Q. I think at the last one, there in Lovington that we have here in New Mexico, that they actually had corrected the person that was saying it. They were like Nina Q. They're like everyone's like Nana Q. So it's just it kind of it's one of those things where yeah, you don't really mind. I mean, they know who you are either way. Your face is around more long enough, they'll eventually get it right. So yeah, it's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. I think I remember seeing Anthony pull up when in Odessa that one time, and of course I didn't know what the hell I was doing, and here comes this dude with his SUV stacked up with drums in there, start unloading, and I'm like, I remember seeing him, and I was like, shit, and then, all you heard the three calls, he was up there, you know what I mean? It's like
That was a
fucking.
good day, bro. That was a good day. I wish they all could be like that, but yeah,
I remember
yeah,
the only thing
definitely.
I remember about that competition is how cold it was because it was in March. I think it was in March, and
Something like
dude, it
that.
was super cold, super
Hey,
cold.
what's funny about that is the first time I met Anthony was at the cook-off in Odessa. That fool pulled up with the trailer, right? Cargo trailer. No AC or nothing in that thing, dude. It's like 106 degrees outside. It was a 2-day cook-off.
Yeah.
I'm like, who is
Yeah.
this guy? This guy's crazy, right? Like, it's too hot not to have AC. And I think he reserved the first day too.
Man, It was a blast. I just anything, man. I mean, if it'll get there, I've even done cook-offs in the back of like my son's like old Dodge Magnum. If I can fit like two drums in there and a Weber kettle, I'm down. So yeah, it's whatever you get there, whatever you can do, come from whatever you got, make it work. Shit, man, all the better, bro.
Yep.
Do you see any comps and Hobbs in that area, or not really?
No, no, not actually. No, Lovington's as close as it gets for us, with the exception of the one that we put on for my brother
Right.
this last
We're talking.
year.
Yep.
But other than that, brother, I mean, not really, man. I mean, we used to have that big KCBS comp in Artesia years ago, and then COVID hit, and ever since then, like a little before COVID hit, they just decided not to do it anymore, and I don't know. I've never heard anything else about it, but. Yeah, that and the Texas Red Raider was the closest ones I think for us over here in our area for like
Are
any
you going?
type of comps like that.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? You gonna put it on again next year for your brother's competition or what?
Yeah, brother. Yeah, I'm just trying to. This year, unfortunately, just weren't. Things didn't work out with the venue and then it was a bad. The timing was just off. With I think it's the same weekend actually of what is it? Damn
The Royal, wasn't it?
The
The
Royal,
Royal,
yeah.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, the Royal. So yeah, I mean, it was just better off just putting it off a little bit, trying to get that prize money up a little bit, and just really organize it a lot better this upcoming year. From last. So
Yeah, when we
looking
cooked
forward
it,
to it.
yeah, when did we cook it last year? I think that's
Last
the
year.
year that Sam cheated
Yeah.
me out of brisket.
Hey, I tasted that brisket, man. I told Sam, I said, bro, you're gonna walk. You're gonna walk with this, and he was just, man. I don't know, it was phenomenal. It was a great brisket. I remember
Nah,
that.
he stole
Haven't
my
been able to
brisket.
replicate it since.
Nah, brother, it was damn good. I remember that. Yeah.
Shit, everywhere we go, Sam, you walk on brisket.
Man,
Pretty
I
close.
gotta get my ribs there now. My ribs done
Yeah,
right.
man. I can't believe that, bro. I don't even want to talk about that, man. Damn. Mm-mm-mm.
That's the name of the game, though. If you can put it together every weekend, you'd win.
Yeah, that's true. Very true, man. Yeah, definitely. So when are you guys
Yeah,
doing your next comp, man?
Red Raider.
I'll be Red Raider.
Oh, really? All right. When's that one? Like mid-August?
Mid August.
Yeah, like the 17th and 18th or 16th, 17th.
Oh, right on. Right on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty big
3 weeks
competition,
out.
man. There's be a lot of people going out there. Texas doesn't have very many KCBS, so that's gonna be a fun one.
It's a state
For sure.
championship too, right?
Shit, I
It's a
don't
state
know.
championship.
I'm not sure, and I know last year was a qualifier for the World Live Fire.
It's a state championship.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
I see Gary's in the comments, and I tell you later's in the comments. I think both of them are cooking the Red Raider.
Oh, man.
Tyler Parker's in the comments. I think he's cooking the Red Raider.
Yeah, Tyler's
Minus
team up with us.
just said it is a state championship. So I wish I could cook it, guys. Man, we've been so busy with everything on my side. It's just it seems I can't catch a break when it comes to something. Whether the kids running around and school starting. My wife's she's a pre-K teacher, so we're starting to ramp that up and just work and everything. But it is what it is, and that's why I wanted to start the show to stay in try and stay in the barbecue scene and just keep doing what we're doing. So I know we talk about it all the time, and we're always cooking. So
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I don't know if you guys can see the comments on your side or not, but one question from Tyler, which would be our fifth, right? He asked if we took any barbecue classes before we started.
Well, I
I've
took
taken
quite a
many.
few, bro. Myself. Not before I started, no. But as I went on and progressed, yeah, I just found it better to learn from some of the best guys out there and really help step my game up. Feels good, actually walk, and it's consistently on top of that. So I mean, I really owe a lot of that to those guys that took the time to offer their class and everything, and share some of those different techniques and recipes with us and stuff. Because as you guys know, you either way you end up making something as your own. I mean, there's no way I'm gonna wake up and be able to cook. Like say Bill Purvis or Aaron Leslie, and all those types of guys. Phil. I'm not gonna be able to just show up at a comp and cook exactly like how they do. But I think it's really, really helped open my eyes to different ways of doing things, the techniques that they use, and the recipes that they come up with on their own. Just inspires me to become that much better of a cook. Level my game up more.
For sure.
So I like to put my own little twist on things and see how that works. Get creative. It's pretty cool.
What about you, Sam?
No, I haven't. I've been holding off. I kind of wanted to go a year, kind of pick up what I can get a feel for it, and just pick up on my own techniques, tips, tricks, and I don't remember who I heard it from, but they talk about on Friday night when you're sitting around, or Saturday after awards, if you're talking about something with somebody else, that's a class. Me and Anthony are talking about brisket, man. That can be a class.
Mm.
Just the little tips and tricks. It's little things you can pick up on. But no, I'm gonna take a class here pretty soon. Just want to kind of get my feet under me, see where I'm struggling, see where I can do better.
Right on.
Just to make some better improvements and hopefully get a little more consistent.
Yeah, there's so much information out there when it comes to competition barbecue that it's kind of, everybody's doing it. And I'm sure back in the old days when there wasn't all this stuff, it was a lot harder. But like Anthony said, you can't replicate what these guys are putting out there. I mean, you can cook as to your best ability and see what happens, but it's a whole different ball game once the temperatures come up.
Yeah, we didn't know a lot about competition barbecue for a long time, right? And then I started seeing it all over the place, and I started paying attention to this shit, right? And I told my wife, I remember 22 or whatever, hey, I want to start competing next year. And somehow I ended up meeting up with Aaron Leslie, dude, and I took his class, and then I started cooking after that. And I think it tremendously helped me kind of understand not only not as much recipes, but I'm more paid attention to like time frames and shit, right? Like, and techniques, like you say, right? Techniques and time frame. Anyways, fast forward a year ahead, dude. I took Kevin. He's in the comments. I took Kevin's class not too long ago, man, and I plan on taking somebody else's again next year, so I can. So everybody does it a little bit different, man.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. You can always take bits and pieces from everybody and make it your own. You know what I mean? It's pretty cool, man. Implement it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I met you, Kyle, over there in Andrews. I think you were in Andrews with Aaron when you took that class. We didn't even know each other, dude.
Yeah, we didn't know.
That's pretty much when I got into it too. I was gonna cook that competition, but I decided to judge it instead to kind of get a profile, see what people were turning in. You know what I mean? And man, I got fucking sick that day, dude. It was too much barbecue.
Too much.
Yeah.
Too much.
Yeah,
it was too much. So by the end of brisket turning, that was a 4 meat, correct? I think it was.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah. So yeah, it is what it is. But I remember meeting Kyle, and I was like, "Who the fuck is this dude?" You know what I mean?
Like, goddamn, he's handsome. Who the fuck is this guy?
Whatever. That's the fucking chicken whisperer right there, bro. Yeah. Damn.
What are you cooking on, Kyle? Because you cook on a Jambo, correct? You cook all your proteins on a Jambo?
Except for chicken.
Except for chicken. You're on a drum.
Except for chicken. Yeah.
Nice.
You can't beat the fucking flavor that you get from a drum on a chicken, dude. At least I can't, right? I can't replicate that type of flavor that you get from that. So we're just gonna keep cooking that shit on a drum.
Nice.
If it works, bro, yeah, definitely, man.
Yeah, for sure.
But getting back to what Serge said, dude, like I'm the same way, dude. Like I can only eat so much barbecue, and you guys see that I go eat at like big names, top tens all the time, right? And I can only eat so
Yep.
much barbecue. And I used to love fucking ribs and brisket, bro. But if I'm at the house, if I cook up a fucking brisket or something, dude, that shit is going right into tacos or something, right? Like I can't
Yeah.
even eat just straight up slices of brisket anymore.
There's one of our other West
Yeah.
Texas guys.
Oh, Eric Torres.
There he is, man. What's up, Eric?
Hey, what's up, homie? Fucking Eric, you know he's always in them shit when he be messing with that long ass fucking beard goatee of his and shit.
Hey,
Be twisting it around and shit.
and you
I was
gotta
like,
watch
yeah,
out with
man.
Eric too. And you gotta watch out with Eric in competitions too, man.
Yeah.
Oh
Like,
yeah, man, definitely, bro.
He's definitely a
Hey,
killer.
I can't complain because he won me some money in where were we at? Oh, we were in Ballinger at that. It was a Lone Star event. I bought him in the Calcutta. I'll take some money.
Man, that guy likes to come around my camp, and he'll be like, "Come on, let's go." I go hang with him and stuff like that, man. And next thing you know, I'm looking at my wife coming back to the camp, like, "I'm sorry, what can I do?" I mean, Eric, you know what I mean? You know how he does things. And I'll
It's
get over
happened.
there, I'm all shit, like 3 sheets to the wind, bro. I'm like out of it bad.
Oh,
It's
don't
happened.
lie,
Nah.
dude. Don't lie.
Mm-mm.
You know you go take off drinking, your wife's gonna inject and have everything prepped and ready for you when you get back, anyways.
Hey, bro, what the fuck? Why you getting all like that? It's the first show, bro. Chill. Yeah, it sure is nice, man. Hell yeah,
Hey, but we're at
definitely.
least out of the camper, until 11, 12 o'clock. We're not 75 in the camper at 9:30.
Hey, dude.
I
What
was
you want,
asleep by
man?
then. I was asleep by then. You know, don't
Ah,
knock.
Hey,
damn.
don't hate, bro.
but I tell you this. I tell you one thing though. Well, I don't know what time he starts that Jambo, but when I got up in Andrews, I woke up late. I walk out of the trailer and that damn thing's cruising at 300 degrees, and I don't even started a pit yet. I'm like, son of a bitch. I said, here we go. Here we go.
I'm telling you, dude, you just like that Jambo, dude. You set your stack where you want it, bro, and 20, 30 minutes later, dude, you're just humming right along at 300. Can't beat it.
Most of the time, people are coming knocking on my door at 7 o'clock. Hey, you awake? No, I'm trying to sleep, man. Leave me alone. I got
Eh,
10
Yeah,
more minutes.
that's because you keep everything at 600 degrees.
yes, 700 degrees, and
Ah,
you're drunk, passed out at 1 o'clock in the morning. That's the difference.
nah, Sam, man, you burn kind of hot, don't you, Sam? On all your drums.
Man, really only on brisket, I'll run about 350. And then
Ah,
chicken on the drum, I'll just let it roll. I'll leave it wide open.
yeah,
I say,
that's
What
not how it
time?
works.
What time is the chicken done? If you do that, yeah, like that's how do you figure out when your chicken's gonna be done if you just let it roll and do whatever it does?
I hope and a
Watch
prayer.
out, bro. Trick question, bro. Chicken whisperer, bro. Chicken whisperer, man. Watch
Trick
out.
question. Because, man, where were we at? Oh, at Fort Stockton, my chicken didn't get done.
Oh man.
My chicken did not get done, but luckily my wings and stuff were done, so I just turned wings in.
So you think that was a timing issue or just?
Oh yeah, I should have known when I seen my drum not getting up to 600 where I wanted it.
So what are you gonna do? So what are you
I
gonna
should have thrown
do?
it on 15 minutes earlier.
So what'd you do to try and get your temperatures up on those drums?
Take the
Do
lid
you have
off.
any tricks? Or just keep it off
Just
completely.
leave the lid open. Just give it all the
Damn it.
oxygen you can get.
Nice. I've had that issue on my drums too, where I can't get up to temp, and I think the last time I did that, I just found a rock on the ground and I just cracked it, put the rock in there, and man, that temperature started to spike. As soon as it starts to spike, I drop it and let it go.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's crazy too how much you start fucking panicking, right? You're like, shit, it won't get past 275. Shit, it won't get past 275, dude. And your adrenaline starts running and shit. You know what I mean?
that's how it was.
My chicken drum is temperamental. It is temperamental. It'll cruise 250 or it'll cruise 450.
Yeah, man. That's
But
where
man,
like when Like Kyle was saying, he was saying about, panicking, when it comes to that. Yeah, that's when you start thinking like, shit, I should have got that rotisserie chicken and put that bad boy from Walmart and threw it in there, man.
No, you gotta get them from
Yeah.
Costco.
There you go. Ain't got no Costco over here, bro, but yeah.
That's what Kevin said, the air fryer food.
That's why I know that Weber though is, man, I know in about an hour and a half that chicken's done. It's gonna cruise about 350, 375 and just let it go.
Nice. You just recently moved to the Weber, didn't you? You were cooking on your drum pretty much the whole time.
My first chicken that I cooked on the Weber was at Fort Davis, and it was borderline make it, so I didn't turn it in. So I turned it in all wing box again. But
oh man,
it was a pretty bird.
So how do you like cooking on that Weber though? Your chicken?
I like it.
That's what I normally do mine on. Yeah.
Mine doesn't get as dark as it normally gets.
When you couldn't get it hot enough, was that fucking Walmart charcoal you were running or what?
No, that
was fucking
dollar store.
I've had that issue.
I've
had that issue, but no, that was another brand, but we ain't gonna talk about it.
You see Sam with an axe over there in Fort Davis chopping fucking trees down.
We had plenty of choices.
Wood in there. Nice. There you go. Fucking lumberjack.
Eric to 4 a.m. Yeah. That you let that dude go in your camp like that, and he's intelligent, man. He's got his little game plan on, man. There's something behind that, getting you all sudsed up through the night, because the next day, man, you feeling like shit.
And you thought he was your friend.
Yeah, right. I know, right? He's got his ways, bro. He's got his ways. I know one thing though that I'm real popular for, and that's my poor wife, man. Like making her turn-ins, I'm always cutting it close, man. Like I'm talking seconds on my turn-ins. And she's over there running with her little old legs trying to get to turn-in as quick as she can, bro. And yeah, that's pretty messed up on my part. I need to do better about that. That's probably something we've gone over I don't know how many times, but I don't know, bro. I'm like down to the minute, down to the wire. That's just how I roll, I guess. I don't know.
And then Anthony always playing it down and said, I don't know about that. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. Next thing you know, awards comes around and all you hear is NQ barbecue.
Yeah, not enough, bro. Not enough. But yeah. I'd love to hear it more. Just maybe last or second to last. Yeah,
there you go.
Hell yeah.
I'm happy with my name called it all. I mean, just call it.
Sam, whatever, bro. Shit.
So that's one thing that's taken me some time though. Is like at Fort Davis, I liked everything. I was happy with everything. So. Yeah. 6 months ago when we were hitting it kind of harder, hitting it a lot harder, man, I turned in some stuff that I didn't like at all, and I was mad because it didn't do good. But I've kind of, I guess, matured and realized that, man, your food's not going to hit everywhere.
So mature? What are you, like 19 or something, dude?
20.
You've been cooking for 20 years.
Hell yeah, that puberty kicked in and it was on.
So Kyle, how did you meet? You said you met Anthony over here in Odessa that one time.
Yeah.
What about Sam? How did you meet Sam? Where did that come from?
Man, you know what? Actually, it's funny. I just met Sam in Fort Stockton, right? And
Andrews,
and then same as a lot of it is he messaged me on Instagram or something, like, hey, congratulations on the reserve or something, dude. And we just kind of BS'd on Instagram. And then I said, hey man, if you ever need anything, here's my phone number. Next thing you know, that fool starts texting me, right? And then I'm like, oh shit, like start texting him back, dude. And I start adding him to our group chat already, right? And so I mean, that's how I met him. He's over there smacking his ass around in Andrews.
Yeah. I remember meeting Kyle in or not really meeting him. I mean, we kind of shook hands or whatever, and Andrews, but we actually met in Weatherford. Kyle came up to my camp in Weatherford, and I don't know. I think he saw something. I was wearing a old Pioneer sweater or something, and he started talking to me about oil field stuff. And once you know how we are in the oil field, once you start talking about oil field, and it kind of takes off from there. And then he said he's from Midland, and I was like, dude, what the hell are you doing all the way out here? He said the same thing with me, you know, what the hell am I doing all the way out here? So we kind of, you know, talked a little bit and kind of kicked it off at that point. And I've met Sam in Weatherford also. So I had known Tyler as long as I've known Anthony from the Odessa, and we had always been talking on Facebook and stuff. And I remember Tyler rolling up and with some, you know, lumberjack looking dude on a golf cart, and I'm like, who the hell is this dude? So we just kicked it off, man, like we always do. You know what I mean? We kicked it off, and we've been talking ever since. So it's pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. We have a pretty solid little group here. Anybody we ask questions, you know, we're always willing to answer. So
what do we used to call a group chat before Anthony fucking went off and became a fucking trader and bought a Android and shit?
So I think we were under the Desert Cooks is what somebody named. I can't remember who it was.
Yeah.
Some little
for
lads.
a while there, for like 2 or 3 weeks, it was just me and Kyle messaging, and he's like, "Hey man, have you heard from Anthony?" I was like, "No, where the fuck is Anthony?" I said, "I don't know where Anthony's at." I said, "Did he make it back?" Didn't know if he made it back, and then finally, you know, what was it, like 2 or 3 weeks later, we get a message from Anthony that says, Hey guys,
still alive. I'm out here, guys.
so yeah, cool, man. Cool.
Shit, the team keeps building too, man. I mean, fuck, now we got Tyler on there too, right? It's all 5 of us. Yeah. I don't know. There ain't no 5 musketeers, but that's what we would be, right?
Yeah. Can't forget the white chili.
The white chili.
The white chili.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. Got that freaking chili blanco, man. That's right. That Wedo chili.
You got that white chili money too.
Yeah, right.
But I think I seen he had like a big ass boat for sale for like $75,000 or some shit the other day, huh?
Yeah,
I think he reposted it for somebody though.
Oh, okay. I thought it was his. I was like, yeah, dang, man. That's what Serge said the other day. Serge said, man, I need to start selling insurance like Tyler does.
Yeah. I always ever have insurance questions. I talk to Tyler. So we want to bring. I was talking to him about the trailer insurance because we had a recent hailstorm here, and I don't know if y'all know, but that trailer got his ass kicked in that storm. So
yeah, we need him to talk about that for sure and tell us some of that stuff. I mean, a lot of these other people that are on here, right, that they have trailers too, right? And I'm sure they have questions about insurance or all that other stuff, right? Maybe he can help all of us out.
You hear a lot about that stuff. I mean, there's a lot of guys out there, you know, take the trailers miles upon miles upon miles, hundreds of miles, and shit can happen out there, you know. You can get run off the road, you know, blowouts and all kinds of stuff. So I think it'd be interesting to hear Tyler's take on you know that. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Oh yeah, sure. A little bit of knowledge passed around, you know. Kind of what we want to hit on is, you know, what's outside, you know, what's past barbecue. You know, we talk a lot about comp, but there's a lot more to it that's behind the scenes and after the scenes.
So
absolutely.
Sure,
plenty good to pass on some of that good information that can help somebody that doesn't comp cook.
Yeah, for sure. I think some of the ideas that we've thrown around is pretty good, and I got to credit Sam to a lot of that. Right, Sam's been really putting some thought into how we want to get this show kicked off and running, and kind of the questions we want to talk about. And I think Serge has great ideas with, you know, let's not talk just about competition barbecue, right? Let's talk about life. Let's talk about, you know, photography or social media or any, you know, just other stuff besides only barbecue, right? Of course, barbecue is a huge part of our lives, right? You know, but I really like where we're thinking about going with how we want the show to go. Not just that old, hey, let's talk to, let's talk only barbecue and that kind of stuff. Let's mix it up. I really like that, and I think a lot of people will like that too.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, we're talking about life here. You know what I mean? Day in, day out. Like, what's going on, and what's new. I mean, especially like you said, not just about competition barbecue, but talk about anything and everything, pretty much, man. I mean, just our daily lives, as far as that's concerned. I mean, I
And
ain't trying to bore nobody either, but yeah. But yeah, man. But I totally get it. I love the whole concept and as much work as you guys put into this and everything. I mean, I'm excited, man. I mean, I just think it can only get a little more interesting day by, as further on as the show goes and everything. I'd really like the opportunity to get more involved, and stuff in this. So it's pretty cool, man, so far, bro. I think we're doing
I
good.
Yeah, that's that. Go ahead. Go ahead, Kyle.
No, I'm excited for like a lot of the people that Serge has already got coming onto the show, right? Like Kevin's here in the comments right now. He said keep your bearings packed and good tires, keep your trailer on the road longer. But some of the people we have coming on, man, like we're gonna get a wealth of knowledge, and I think a lot of other people are gonna get a wealth of knowledge from what we got going, what we're gonna do, we want to do.
Yeah, for
I think
sure.
what I know what I need to do out the gate is I need to give me a tripod or something, because I'm over here all shaking around and shit. You know what I mean?
It's because you got that dollar store Android, bro.
It's
Dollar
better than
store,
a fucking crack phone and
Android
shit,
sitting
man.
out in Cal, New Mexico.
Shit,
Nah,
you
just
funny, you
messing
funny
with you.
fuckers. Yeah.
Just messing with you. Like I said, Anthony's our adopted Texan, so
You got them chocolates in the truck?
See, that's what I'm saying. No, I got rid of them chanclas, man. I gave them to my son. You know what I mean? I was catching too much flack over that shit, bro. I mean, I tried to look for some New Mexico ones, but they didn't have none. You know what I mean? So
That's
yeah,
funny.
yeah.
That was at Carlos's class, right?
Yeah. When I went to go on my way to go to his class, he had like this pool. You get there, you go swimming and stuff, man. And I was all like, yeah, I'm gonna get me some badass poolside Crocs, man. And I
Hey,
was all like, what's
you
that,
can't
bro?
even you can't even swim, can you?
See, there you go. Put my business out there again, Kyle. He's a damn comedian, man. Shit. Yeah, see, luckily he cooks as good as he freaking talks, son of a bitch. Anyway, I got them bad boys, man. I was sporting them over there, man, and yeah, they were comfortable as hell, bro. They're like the Walmart version of Crocs, man. And I was like, shit, hell yeah. And then I forgot I had them on. I took that picture of me winning the drum over there at Carlos's class. And that's the first thing I got was shit from these guys and shit. And Sam's over there, ooh, look at them Texas slides. So yeah, okay. All right.
Hey, you're
And
the
it's all
honorary New Texican.
Talk about that drum a little bit, Anthony.
You gonna sell
that
it to me for
drum's pretty
$300?
cool, man.
Don't talk about it.
$300.
No, man, it was pretty good. I didn't expect it to burn as hot as it does, man. But shit, that it really gets after it, man. And my first cook was there. Was it in Fort Davis? Yeah, with it in it, man. It really picked up on that heat really fast, man. I was not
What is that
expecting
thing?
that.
Is that a Brooks?
Yeah, Brooks drum. Yeah. I've never cooked on one before, but man, it was pretty good. And the funny thing is, I didn't even get into drums until I think it was Chuck from Texas Roble Smokehouse. Chuck out of Lubbock.
Oh, Chuck.
Yep.
Yeah, Chuck. So yeah, man, he's the one that actually built my first drums for me, man. And then that's how I really got into it, man, to the drum smokers and stuff. So, man, I mean, after that, I got addicted, man. It's just the convenience and the fuel efficiency on them things, But to me, there's certain meats, though, man, you just can't beat, especially like a brisket, like like on an offset, man. It's just low and slow. Damn, I don't know, man. I think that's it for me right there. If I had it my way, but at a comp, I love my sleep too much and I love my drinking too much. I'm just gonna go hot and fast. But yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing with those drums, that they make it convenient. They make it convenient for a lot of guys. So my drums, I built my own, and I think I built my first one during COVID, I believe,
Mhm.
and just like a lot of us, you know what I mean, and just kind of learn it. And I have my brisket drum, and that's all I put in there is brisket, so I know exactly what it's gonna do, and I just let it roll, let it roll.
Right. Right.
So maybe one of these days I'll get that Lone Star loaded up in the trailer, and we'll get that out there. That thing, I mean, I'm
You're
not
a
kidding. I think
beast, man.
that thing is a beast, and it's it just takes a little bit longer to heat up, but once it's there where it needs to be, it's gonna sit there for 16 hours, and
Mhm.
it's so uh um the fuel on it is, I mean, I could use a half a bag of briquettes and it'll do a whole cook for 12, 14 hours. So
Damn.
it's pretty sweet, but got to get
So
it in the trailer first. So
what kind of fuel you running?
uh
Briquette?
I run briquette. In the well, pretty much I do the same thing as I would do on the drum. You know what I mean? I'll put briquette for the heat. I'll throw a little bit of lump in there, and then I'll throw some chunks.
Throw some
So
chunks.
You
throw
cook on
some
a
chunks.
drum at home too?
Yeah. Well, I mean, since I got the Lone Star, I've been cooking on the Lone Star, just kind of get the hang of it. But I'm usually on the drums. Every once in a while, when I feel nostalgic, I'll turn on the offset, which is still fun for me. You know what I mean? I like it. I like cooking on the offset, and I think it's one of those Academy ones, whatever. But it cooks pretty decent. It's not insulated, but it's small enough that it doesn't need to be insulated. That I can spike up that temperature pretty quick. Just throw a log in there, and that temperature fucking spike.
So
So
at home, if you got an offset, vault, and drums and all that, do you only cook certain meats on each one of those at the house?
no, just whatever I feel like I want to do at the time. So if I feel like turning on the drum, then I'll turn on the drum. You know, um, the thing with the cabinet smoker is I can heat it up with the torch, and I always spike it, way above where it needs to be, and I know that temperature is going to drop as soon as I put the meat in there. So I'll spike it to 330 degrees and let it slowly drop, and as soon as I put that meat in there, temperature is going to drop to 275, 260, and I'll just let it roll from that point on. And like Anthony said, he likes to sleep too much, so I'll put everything on at night from 10 o'clock, and there's so much moisture content in that cabinet smoker that I don't have to wrap. It just rolls through the stall on the briskets, and I'll
Nice.
wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'll go take a look at it, dude, and that bark is candy. I mean, it's literally sticky candy. You know what I'm saying? It's ready to go. It's usually sitting about 207. When I get up in the morning, I'll just pull that son bitch and put it to rest. So,
Right.
Yeah, I'm,
so
I'm pretty envious of the pictures that you send us from those briskets that you bring off that thing.
Yeah.
yeah, and that's what I
Bro,
like about it is I don't have to work. Just throw it in there.
man, Surge can make a turd look like gold, bro. I mean, you know
I
what I
know,
mean?
right?
Yeah. I'm like, man, I'm tempted to be like, hey, bro, here's some pictures of my stuff. Can you make it look good? Edible? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool, though,
Well,
man.
I mean, I started photography before all this, but to tell you the truth, I mean, I was on on the TV in 2006, 2005 when Barbecue Pit Masters was on. I was watching it, and that's what I wanted to do, man. I wanted to do it. Like that's where I got my inspiration for the whole barbecue thing. I grew up, with my dad barbecuing in South Texas, and every weekend he was out there drinking beer, barbecue music, you know, basically what we're doing these days. You know what I'm saying? But they've been doing it forever, for years, and that's kind of where it all started. I remember watching Barbecue Pit Masters, and I remember I had bought an old. Well, no, I think it was a new one. It was a barrel cooker, but it was just a grill, like they sell at HEB, just the lid on a fucking barrel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And dude, I was thinking, man, I'm gonna become a pit master with that damn thing. And going out there, and the thing's all rusted to hell and thin metal and shit like that. But we also have a start somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Yeah, so
definitely, bro. Definitely.
we
So
all started
Kevin said you run a lump of briquettes on your drum.
Well, thanks to Kevin. He helped me out over there. So I'm running both. I run both, and he helped me out a lot when it came to that. And Kevin was a wealth of knowledge, man. I appreciate it, Kevin, all your help that you gave
I
me
hope you
over
charged
there.
him, Kevin. I hope you charged him.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was, right? But I think he just couldn't stand seeing me struggle out there. He saw me fucking putting that
He's
shit together.
off.
He's like, man, I gotta say something.
Pobre vato, man. Shit, let me give him a
Yeah, for
hand.
real. Let me go give him a hand. I can't even remember what I did on that one, but that brisket came out was money. But you know, the caliber of teams that was out there, it's you can't win them all. You know what I'm saying? There was some solid dudes out there, solid teams. So
Yeah, I missed out on that one. Apparently the entry on that one closed out real quick, so we had to run down to. I think that was the weekend we cooked Cuero.
yeah, I've been
that's
keeping
right.
an eye on that one whenever they open the registrations for it, and I think it had sold out within like 12 hours, something like that.
Yeah.
It
It
was
was
already
fast.
full.
It did
Yeah,
sell
it
out
was
pretty
fast.
fast, man. Yeah.
It was pretty fast, but that's a great event, man. It was awesome. The weather's
It was
beautiful.
a blast.
Man,
It's
it was
super nice
top
out there.
notch. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
super nice.
Yeah.
So my problem
Hell
is
yeah.
I cook alone, so I'm busy as soon as I get there. You know, I'm sure y'all know how it is, and trying to get everything set up and get everything going. So
Yep.
yeah, there's Kevin. What he says, he said it was killing. That's why he had to come help me.
Ah, shit, man.
So,
That's cool though, man. At least someone actually, took it upon themselves to be like, man, let me go help you out for a minute, man. Let's get you squared away.
But that's the
Yeah.
barbecue
well, that's
community,
the
though,
barbecue.
right?
That's the barbecue community. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Most of the time, we were all willing to help each other. You know.
Yep.
So
Everybody's cheering each other on once you see everybody do great.
yeah,
And that's
yeah,
where it
just
should
like
be,
this.
fellas. Yeah, I agree, man. That's awesome. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
we all talk shit for sure.
So we all want that call, but it's just as much fun seeing your buddy get that call.
Absolutely.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it really though?
No.
Yeah.
Not when it comes to you, bro. Not when it comes to you, man. But yeah. Fucking
And then
chicken
he
whisperer, man.
and then he
That
actually
bothers the shit out
tries.
of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Now,
like first place
Kyle cooks
chicken. Oh,
killer
we don't know who
chicken.
that's gonna be. Yeah. Man.
Well,
Damn.
cool guys. We're pulling up on an hour now. I appreciate y'all being on, man. I mean,
Oh yeah.
it's
Oh, thanks for having us, bro.
yeah,
It's
we're
really
definitely
cool,
gonna
man.
talk more, and we're gonna keep this thing going. Hopefully, we'll be on next week. Want to talk a little bit about next week, Kyle? What we got lined up?
So next week we got our first guest on right next week. I'm not gonna say who it is. If you want to say who it is, that's fine. But we got our first guest on next week. We're also gonna change that from Tuesday at 7 till Monday at 8. Right?
Yep.
That's the plan.
Yeah, that's the
Yes,
plan.
that's right.
So initially we're talking about Tuesdays, but I think there's other shows going on Tuesday, and so we're gonna move everything to Monday at 8. So I'll make sure to update that on the pages and put that out there. But Mondays at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time, not New Mexico time, which is. But yeah, guys. So I'll talk about it. Our next guest, or our first guest, actually, and I wanted to bring him on because this is a West Texas barbecue show, right? And when I was back in the days when we were watching Barbecue Pitmasters, one of the guys that initially put West Texas barbecue on the map was Junior Arias. So he has agreed to do the show, and I know Anthony knows who he is. I've talked to
yeah.
Kyle and Sam about it. I mean, everybody knows who Junior is. And to tell you the truth, I when I got my trailer, I stopped at his restaurant up in Smoke, and that's one of the best briskets I ever had to this day. And it was just a little piece of it because, like Kyle said, I can't eat that much barbecue. You know what I mean? So, but I had to try Junior's brisket. He always talked about his brisket, and he ain't kidding. I mean, that brisket is one of the best briskets I've ever had. So we're real excited about have him on. He's a wealth of knowledge. I mean, he's old school barbecue, man. He was season 6, I believe, of Barbecue Pitmasters. And I think he won the first round on that one. And he's an awesome dude. I've talked to him in the past, and I'm excited to have him on. It's a major balls to go on TV with the $20 grill and cook a $50,000 steak and win it.
Go all out, yeah, definitely.
Could you imagine that with a $20 grill? And that just proves, do you really need the best pit, or can you do it with, it's all about the cook.
Yeah, I agree.
But anything else, guys? Y'all got anything else y'all want to bring up or talk about?
I see Kevin's down here in the comments. We want. I know we talked about a little segment that we got going that we want to start. What about a little product of the week?
Yeah, we could talk about that real quick. So we talked about it, and I think it's only fitting for the product of the week this week to be the good old Texas Original Charcoal. We finally were able to get some out here thanks to Kyle. And Kyle ran down to Gonzalez one day and picked up a couple of pallets, one for me, one for him. And I used it. I've used it before. It's a great product. And man, I don't have any complaints with it. It's consistent. It burns really well. And to tell you the truth, man, I've been unloading a lot of it. It sells itself, and everybody that I talk to that have tried it, they say that it's damn good product. So I'm happy to have it.
It's big. It's big. It's chunky, right? It burns hot. It burns for a long time, right?
Sounds like me, guys. Yeah.
I'm a little bit weird with my charcoal. I want some charcoal that doesn't, put out some of those extreme flavors, right? I want to be able to add my own flavor in, but it still provides flavor, right? It sets a beautiful bark, man. And if anybody ain't tried it, give it a shot and see if you like it,
Yeah. And I got in touch with Joey today and just kind of asked him for a couple of the guys. Kevin's in the chat. He just went to DC with, I think he went up there with Manuel and Summer and Bobby, right? Kevin?
Yes, correct.
They got a good team of, group of guys that you see all around Texas that compete, do well. And, man, it's actually on TV on Food Network. So it's on the Barbecue Bash. So check that out too.
Yep.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to getting my hands on some of it.
Yeah, well, we got some for you whenever you're ready, Sam.
Yep, Kyle's gonna bring some to the Red Raider.
Yeah. So and that's all you use is lump, right, Kyle? Are you using briquettes or no?
No, I don't use briquettes.
Okay. Well, cool, guys.
Yeah, guys. It's definitely. Yeah.
Anything else?
Well,
you got anything else before we sign off?
So I think that's it, fellas.
I think we're good. So everybody stay tuned to next week. We're gonna have, like I said, Junior on, and that's pretty exciting. He has a lot of new stuff coming up that we're gonna talk about, and hopefully we'll learn something, and we'll keep this thing going.
Absolutely.
Right on.
All right,
cheers,
guys.
Boys.
Well, have a good one. Thanks for being on.
Y'all take it easy, man.
And all 16,000 people that were out there watching, we really appreciate it. Hopefully, we'll see y'all on the next one.
All right, we'll see y'all, boys.
All right, guys.
Y'all take it easy, man.
I'm going to sign out now. So y'all do one of our outros. Here we go.
This is Parrish Randall, and this concludes this episode of Beyond the Smoke. Thanks for stopping by, friend. We hope to see you again real soon. Until next time, happy trails. Until we talk meat again.